Got it, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how many people actually get the recommended 6 to 8 glasses of water a day? Okay. Well, you're doing better than I am, because I know I certainly do not. I have been making progress. I'm up to about 4 glasses a day. But I've been trying to do better ever since I started reading about the benefits of water and why we need it, and why sodas are so bad for us. So basically what I found is when I first started doing the research is that water is the essence of life. So 60% of our bodies are made up of water, according to the Mayo Clinic. Our brains and our hearts are 73% water, and our lungs are 83% water. Our skin is 64% water, which is part of the reason that I started doing the research, because I found that the older I get, the worse my skin is getting, and I needed a remedy aside from something prescription. So it's important to keep our bodies healthy that we replenish that water every day. One reason is because it helps regulate our internal body temperature. Another reason is because the carbs and the proteins that we take into our body uses as food. And basically the water metabolizes that food and transports it into the bloodstream. If we don't get enough water, it slows down our metabolism, and none of us like it when that happens, because that seems to happen with age anyway. So anything that we can do to reverse that process is good. Water actually transports key nutrients to our cells, which is another reason why we need it to keep our body healthier. It ensures that our body gets the oxygen that it needs to function properly. And the way that it does that is that the bloodstream actually contains water, and it carries the oxygen to the cells, and if our cells don't get that oxygen, they die. When those cells die, our body basically stops functioning. So according to Fit Day, we need 8 ounce glasses of water a day to improve our brain function, and they said that it would actually improve your brain function up to 30%. So I know I could definitely use that most days. Also, it keeps your electrolyte levels normal where they need to be, and keeping those levels normal is what will actually it will relay messages to and from your brain and the nerves in your body, so that they can communicate. It also keeps your muscles stronger, keeps them working longer, and like I said before, it keeps your skin in good health. If you think about all the money that us women have spent on moisturizers over the years, and what it adds up to, and I know some women who will actually spend a couple $100 a month on a moisturizer that they feel like is the best that they can get. And really what it all comes down to is water is the best moisturizer for our skin, and it's the best thing to keep our skin firm. So, and another reason to drink as much water as you can is because if you don't, what will happen is your body goes into survival mode, and it will retain as much water as it can to keep the body functioning for as long as it can, but the results of that are bloating, none of us like that, and puffy skin. So we spend lots of money on concealers to try to hide that too. But really the answer is just to drink more water. Another reason that water is good is because it's a safe weight reduction technique, drinking lots of water, opposed to diet drinks. I know a lot of people say, well, I switched from regular to diet, and that's good. That's a big improvement. And, if you're watching your weight, a lot of times that will help, because, you'll go from, the calories will drop tremendously, but it doesn't suppress your appetite the same way that water does. It doesn't rid your body of waste and toxins like water does as well. And the reason other than the obvious reason, another reason that we want that is because that decreases your risk for colon and bladder cancer, as well as another long list of cancers. So while sodas are yummy, the long-term effects of them is that they're bad for you. A 2002 UCLA study said that excessive amounts of sugar reduces the brain chemical BDNF. And that's the chemical in our brain that allows us the ability to form and keep new memories. So the lower our BDNF levels, the less short-term memory we actually have, and it can also lead to depression and dementia later on. So So basically, excessive sugar dulls our brain's ability to tell us to stop eating as well. If you've noticed, a lot of times, like a soda makes you just want to eat more. The acid in sodas will erode your tooth enamel, and a lot of times they say that diet sodas are actually more acidic than a regular soda. According to the Colgate company, sugar that's found in drinking excessive amounts of sugary drinks, including sodas, is the leading cause of tooth decay, as well as it increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, according to the Harvard School of Public Health. So, and another thing is, there was a nurses' health study that was done, and basically that was a study over 22 years where they surveyed 90,000 women who drank 2 or more sodas on a daily basis, and what they found is that they were at a 40% greater risk of having a heart attack and dying from heart disease. And I know a lot of people think, okay, you know, I might have a couple sodas a day, but I go to the gym every day, or I work out every day, or I walk every day to help combat that. And yeah, it does as far as the calories are concerned. But in that study of 90,000 women, they found that their results did not differ. The ones that exercised versus the ones that didn't. I mean, the results were the same. So basically what it all comes down to is, you know, all things in moderation. To have a couple sodas a week isn't going to hurt you, and it's fine. And usually it's better to give in to that craving when you have it, every now and then, just so that you don't binge drink on sodas later on. But what I found in trying to lay off the sodas and the sweet tea is to either put lemons in my water, or at one point we were doing those little Crystal Light packets to help give it a little bit of flavor. Those have their own, the fake sugar, and that isn't good for you either for all sorts of other reasons. But it is one way to at least get you from stopping the sodas and heading towards drinking more water. But that's the end. Thanks for coming today. That was good. Thank you guys.